Start. The impact of the 15-page indictment filed by the US Department of Justice against an Indian national, believed to be directed by an Indian government official for attempting an assassination plot against US-based Khalistani separatist Gur Singh, is likely to be felt in more than just the US and India stop. The indictment is based on details of communications between the accused, an illicit drugs and arms dealer, Nikhil Gupta, with a serving senior Indian government intelligence officer, who is identified but unnamed, as well as with two men in the US, who were allegedly engaged to kill Mr. Panun. Stop. The twist in the tale, unreported on so far in the US, or Canada, is that the two US based men were working for US law enforcement, making it clear that American agents have been following the investigation since at least May. Stop. There have been meetings between the US President Joseph Biden and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Other senior officials have met too since then. Stop. The allegations raise troubling questions about how much was shared between the two countries, and whether the Modi government, which had been outraged by similar allegations made by Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau, has been less than honest about what it knows. Stop. If the government had knowingly authorized the targeting of Sikh separatists who are on India's UAPA terrorist designation list, then that implies a dramatic change in Indian policy, which it should be more upfront about. Stop. If top officials had no inkling about the plots, and as the Ministry of External Affairs had stated this is not government policy, it is also a matter of grave incompetence and rogue officers. Stop. If, however, the US and Canada's allegations are unfounded, and Indian officials are not linked to the plots, then the government needs to furnish evidence. Stop. In any case, the management of public messaging in the matter, especially India's reaction to Canada versus the US, appears inconsistent. Stop. Para. Whatever the factors behind the government's responses thus far, it is significant that it has now instituted a high-level inquiry committee to look into the US's allegations. Stop. Much hinges on its outcome. Stop. To begin with, India's US ties could be impacted by what transpires, as White House expects India's full cooperation. Stop. India too, must ask the US, which is rightly placing such emphasis on the plot, why it is not keen on extraditing to India a man facing terror charges. Stop. Second, the US and Canadian allegations. Stop.